Hundreds, if not thousands, of EVs have been found sitting unused in fields across at least half a dozen cities in China. How did that happen?
So China spent a lot of subsidies to try to kickstart their EV industry. And so as a result of that, a lot of ride-hailing businesses were started to kind of help bring these electric vehicles to the masses and use them for, rides and taxi services. A lot of those companies relied on government subsidies to run, but unfortunately, a few years ago, China started slashing these subsidies, hitting the cash flow of these companies, and a lot of them went under, and these cars kind of ended up, in no man's land, and a lot of them have been abandoned.
But given those subsidies, really, China has become the leader in EV adoption as well, right? So what do these abandoned cars then mean for China?
Yeah, so while these, abandoned EVs they do represent a waste to the industry. Some of the analysts have said that actually this period in China's development of the EV industry was actually very crucial, because these ride-hailing businesses were instrumental in helping to educate to the consumers that electric vehicles are a safe alternative. And at the time, China didn't have a big consumer market for EVs. So having these businesses out there buying these EVs and putting them on the roads actually motivated automakers to continue to invest in EV-related technologies. So while these EVs maybe is a big eyesore right now, but in some ways they are kind of an odd monument to China's EV development.
So what are the companies or the government doing about these EVs?
For the past few years, there's been a lot of media reports about these EV graveyards, and the Hangzhou government, where a lot of these fields are found, they have said that they will try to clean up these cars, but there's a challenge in that because a lot of these ride-hailing businesses have gone under, the ownership of these cars are not clear. Some of them are probably still entangled in court cases waiting to be auctioned off. So some of these will be taken to scrap yards and try to recycle their materials for future use, but a lot of these are just left in fields because it's not really clear what anyone can do with them.